Hey everyone, 19th of May, Friday, 26 past 7 p.m. in Australia. I'm up to video blog number 25. I'm really enjoying these, and I've just been doing some research today on what's hot and what's happening in the markets. It seems like everything's on the move again. There's been a little bit of a plateau throughout the week for a lot of the big coins like Ethereum and those type of particular platforms, but what's happening? I've got four things I'm going to run through with you today, and I've just got about Bitcoin doubling in 2017. I've got a little article I want to read, and just talk quickly about Ethereum and what I think is going to happen in the next very short time, in the next 6 months, 12 months. Also talk about the market cap of altcoins. It's also hit an all-time high, and something I read about a new coin and platform and blockchain called Aragon, and I've got a little article on my phone here which I might read through to you as well. There's a lot happening, a lot of ICOs, and the world is going nuts about blockchain, and it's a real race, and I can see a lot of companies really trying to put through their niches and put forward their plans for the future, and whoever cements themselves in the next 2 or 3 years is going to really stand strong, and we're going to see a lot of coins drop off very, very quickly, so be mindful. I'm only sticking to what I know. Nothing that I forward to you is investment advice. I'm just sharing with you information that I pick up because a lot of it helps me and for me to make decisions for myself and my family. So first thing was just Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the mother of all cryptos, obviously, and we've watched over the last 7 years a lot of speculation in regards to cryptocurrencies, and I think 2017 has been the year where altcoins have really taken off, and I think cemented or justified or verified their existence, and mainstream hasn't even really picked up on it. Anyone that's in the know is racing to get involved because there's a lot of money to be made. It's already been made, so the window is getting narrower and narrower and narrower. So if you have got a little bit of loose change, definitely go and do some research and get involved. But in regards to Bitcoin, it's set a new high, and I think throughout the day it was averaging around about $1,902 and I've just changed my CoinGecko to represent US dollars here. Everything else is in Australian, so if you're staring at the screen trying to work out what's happening there, it's just Bitcoin's in US. It's currently around about 1927 in the last 15-30 minutes, and what we're seeing is that throughout the year I think it's getting closer to that $2,000 US mark, which would actually mean that it's effectively doubled in 2017, because I think Bitcoin traded just over $1,000 on the 1st of January, and has edged up sharply amid increasing media exposure for its technology and those in the wider blockchain tech sector. Indeed, on at least two exchanges, Poloniex and Bitfinex, the price was hovering around about 1960. So good signs for Bitcoin holders. It's not going to slow down. There's going to be some ups and downs, but it's going to really surge forward for I think really like weak blocks, and I can see that's the trend. I've been watching the charts every day. We seem to see a good 3 to 7 day surge, then a little pullback. Apart from the pumps and dumps, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the major coins that have got a lot of money coming into it, and I think that's things like Ripple, Bitcoin, even BTS, climb. And even if you look at the chart of BitShares over the last 3 months, I think it's been one of the strongest performers. It's definitely a giant, one of those sleepers. So do your research on BitShares. I think it's a winner. So Bitcoin's going to hit 2,000 very, very soon. Could be overnight. What is it, 19th of May, so it could be one of those days where we see another benchmark or another milestone for cryptos. The other one I wanted to cover was Ethereum. Ethereum is no doubt surging. You can find it on the Ripple exchange. It's hit 150 Australian. Sorry for those who do all of the calculations in US. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably just over 100, if not more by now. I'd say it's well over 100 US. And I don't think it's going to slow down. Ethereum has just got this massive foundation of altcoins and a lot of variations and forks and all this, and there's a lot of infrastructure going down. It's being laid down very strongly. If you go and read up on CoinDesk and some of these other platforms of news, you'll find that Ethereum is really standing strong, and I think it's going to be definitely going to chase down Bitcoin over the next few years. So we're going to see that price surge. Definitely, and it's going to be fairly consistent. Sure, like anything, there's going to be some pullbacks, but long term, Ethereum's going to be definitely a winner, and I think it'll pull along with a lot of these other altcoins like Litecoin and Monero. Ethereum Classic, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go with it, just based on the name as well. You know, you've got Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. I think they'll definitely work together, just in regards to how markets work. You know, people who do tend to put their money down just based on simple things like names. It's like horse racing. Sometimes people just take a gamble. So those who do their research probably be a little bit more diligent. But Ethereum definitely is a winner. If you go and look at, like I said, go and do your research, you'll find that it's setting up a lot of infrastructure in regards to its future. And I could read endless amount of articles, but I'm not going to do that right now, and I will be doing some. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was market cap of altcoins. You know, as you can see here on this chart on the left hand side, it's still a vertical line. We're still in May, so it's May 19th. You can see down the bottom here, it's just been an exponential amount of investment or capital funds being pumped into the market or into the sector, and that's definitely not going to slow down. So this, even though traditionally you would be very cautious about these hockey stick type of graphs, I believe, just due to the fact that it's a monetary system, a new technology that's going to change the world that we live in, I can see this exponentialing to an unprecedented height. And even the pullbacks don't even really are not recognised on this graph, because just due to the sheer massive income, well, not income, but cash flow or flow of funds coming into the sector. So you're still at the beginning. So anyone that you know, get in there. But what we've seen is a $63.6 billion market cap collectively, which is just huge. You know, and it passed the 60 billion not long ago. So I think that's going to, like I said, race. It's going to go up exponentially, and we still haven't seen the mainstream massive big corps and a lot of other countries that are going to want to invest into the blockchain technology haven't even started putting their money in. So it's going to be very exciting times for any early adopters. If anything, it's probably going to blow our minds apart, because we don't even realise the financial gains that we're going to make, if not already, for those who are in. So yeah, market caps looking good, looking very solid. And what was the next one is Aragon. Aragon, I hadn't even heard of this. Aragon, that's the way it works. Sometimes if you don't do your research and don't keep your ear to the ground, sometimes you miss some opportunities. But I've just got it on my phone here. Ethereum-based Aragon raises $25 million under 15 minutes in record ICO. And that's pretty massive. Now, I straight away was interested and wanted to go and research what Aragon was. Now, it's an Ethereum-based platform. It raised $25 million. The token sale saw participation of 2,403 buyers around the world. Lasted 15 minutes, and it raised 25. And what's that? The token sale, to raise a figure for a token sale that was originally set to run until June the 14th. So in 15 minutes, they knocked it over, which is pretty amazing. So as a decentralized management platform, Aragon offers basic company management features such as governance, payroll, accounting, cap table management, fundraising, and more. So that's going to be of great interest to a lot of corporate interests, I believe, to small business to big business. And you're going to find that, like I said in one of my previous video blogs, that it's all going to come down to niche. You can't be just a currency anymore. You have to have a niche, and if you don't have a niche, you're dead. And that's going to happen in the next 6 months. People are going to start pulling their money out of certain coins, I believe, and investing in those that they believe are going to get a greater return, because there's going to be more ICOs as well. So, and what's happening is all these other companies have learnt from the mistakes of the coins before, so there's going to be an evolution phase in regards to how they even implement ICOs and marketing, how they set up their infrastructure and even their development team. So there's going to be a lot happening. So Aragon's definitely one to have a look at. I think they're scheduled for a launch in 2018. I'll be doing a little bit more research, just get my head around it and whether or not it's something that I align with. I'm pretty much excited about what I'm in. Like I said in previous videos, graphene's my belief is where to go. There's no doubt there's some benefits in the Ethereum. However, graphene is going to be definitely a winner, and that's Steem, BitShares, you've got PeerPlays, there's Golos, and I think there's a couple others, EOS, and I can see them doing really well. So go and do your research, definitely. It does take time. You have to sit there and read up on all of these and get your head around it. But once you start understanding what's happening, it's very, very exciting. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I won't take up too much of your time. I do like to keep these videos sort of short and to the point. And I appreciate everyone. And yeah, tune into my next video and have a great day.